What's going on, guys? It's your favorite fat loss coach, Joel Staley here, and today we're talking about common fasting mistakes. Now, prolonged fasting is by far the quickest and easiest way to lose fat fast, but that doesn't mean that there's no mistakes to be made. So today we're covering the top 4. Let's get into it. Starting with mistake number 1, not eating enough. What tends to happen is people will fast for 48 or 72 hours, they'll hop on the scale, they'll see that they're already down 5 or 6 pounds, and in order to keep that scale going the direction they want to quickly, they talk themselves into eating very small, low-calorie meals, like a chicken salad or just 500, 600 calories. Now, although this will cause the scale to move a tiny bit faster, what they're not thinking of is they're not refueling and setting themselves up for success with the next fast. So then if they hop into another 48 or another 72, what tends to happen is that first day they're starving, they're hungry, they say, oh, this fasting thing's not working anymore. They break their fast and then they go back to what they were doing before they even started fasting. So instead of doing that, what I would highly recommend is concentrate on not only fasting, but feasting. We are not starving ourselves. When it's time to eat, we eat. Get a big old steak, some mashed potatoes, get all your favorite foods. I would recommend keeping it lower carb if you're newer to fasting. Once you have a couple under your belt, you can basically eat whatever you want. And as long as you're getting enough protein in, eat big, because think about it. If you're only eating, 4 or 5 times a week, you can get away with eating as much as you want, especially if you're using clean options. Moving on to mistake number 2, not drinking enough water. What tends to happen is people will get hungry at about 1 or 2 o'clock in the day, and then if I ask them, have you had any water today? They'll say, no, I had some black coffee, and then I forgot to drink enough water. You will be surprised if you drink a gallon of water a day, you're really not hungry per se until 6 or 7 o'clock at night. You have to fight through it for maybe an hour or two, go to bed, you wake up the next day feeling like $1,000,000. It's very common to mistake being hungry for being dehydrated or just not getting enough water in. So make sure you're getting at least a gallon of water in on top of all your other liquids, and fasting will be a breeze for you. Mistake number 3, not working out. Now, what I tend to hear from clients is, oh, I didn't work out this week because it's my first week of fasting and I didn't want to overdo it, when actually the opposite is true. If you're working out, what that's going to do is burn through your glycogen stores or your stored carbs. It's going to get you into ketosis way quicker, and once you're in ketosis, you're going to be a fat burning machine, your hunger is going to go out the window, and you're going to really capitalize on all those hormones that are going to benefit your muscle growth and your health as you're working out. So don't just sit around on the couch watching Netflix and not eating, because that is going to be what's going to make you bored and want to go visit the cupboard anyway. Stay productive, work out, lift weights, do cardio if you have time, even if it's just a walk around the block. Get into ketosis and watch how quickly you start losing weight and how enjoyable fasting actually is. All right, and last but definitely not least is gonna be doing it alone. You guys, it's already very tough to lose weight when you're the only one in your circle and you're having to motivate yourself and telling your friends you don't wanna go out, and telling your family that you need to eat clean for dinner, you can't have the spaghetti and meatballs. That's already tough. Once you tell people you're not eating for 48 or 72 hours at a time, I mean, you're gonna be the outsider. They're gonna probably try to talk you out of it. Why? Because misery loves company at the end of the day. If they're eating ice cream, they want you to be eating ice cream. If they're going to the movies and eating nachos and popcorn, they wanna make sure you are too, so they don't feel bad about themselves. That's why it's so crucial to, at the bare minimum, get an accountability buddy that's in this with you. But I would recommend you guys, and I'm so serious, obviously this is what I sell, but there is a reason for that. Get into a group that's focusing on the same goals that you are, that's interested in the same things that you are. If it's fasting, that's encouraging you, pushing you, checking in on you. Make this bigger than yourself. This is one of those, you go faster alone, but further with a group, except for you actually, with this method, go faster and further with a group than you will by yourself. So don't go at it alone, find a group, or at the bare minimum, find a buddy to do it with you, and I can guarantee you your chances of success are going to skyrocket. Guys, thank you for watching this video. If you want to learn even more about fasting, or specifically the method that I use with my clients to help them lose 25 to 50 pounds or more of fat in 90 days, click the guide in the bio of this video. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. Drop any questions you have about fasting below and I'll make sure to make a video and even give you a shout out, and we'll see you in the next video.